Hey guys, NoZoupForYou here, and today I'm just going to give you a brief preview, not a long review, just a brief preview, a heads up, a first impressions of the October Revolution. I'm not going to try to pronounce the actual Russian pronunciation of it because I don't want to butcher that severely, and I know I will. So, October Revolution, Tier 5, Russian Battleship. Yes, we're getting another Russian ship. This one, of course, is somewhat interesting. It's hideous, it's ugly. It looks like Slave 1 married and fathered a child with, I don't know. I was thinking of some kind of witty response right there, and it just died in my head. It's ugly. It looks like a cross between a Moskva or a Donskoy and Slave 1, and it's. But you know what? Despite that just weird Russian industrial look, it does look unique. It's kind of cool to look at in ways. So it's ugly yet beautiful at the same time, if that makes any sense. So definitely unique. It definitely reeks of Russian industrialism. Anyhow, that's besides the point. Looks don't dictate how a ship plays. So we're going to talk a little bit about the October Revolution and some of its key stats. First being, it has 42,500 hit points. It's not that bad. Its artillery, though, is what is kind of the sticking point to it. You've got 4 305mm gun turrets with 3 barrels on them each, and that's just a roundabout way of saying 4x3. Kind of took the long route there. Dearie me. You got a lot of guns. You got a ton of guns. Pros and cons of this ship. What do I think? And, you know, you've got a maximum speed of 23 knots. That's definitely going to be a con for this ship. It's slow. It's sluggish. It handles like a pig. Really, I can't... It's a Tier 5 battleship. It's slow moving. So, you know, 23 knots isn't going to get you anywhere quickly. And that brings me to the second con. You're going to get up-tiered a lot in this ship. The majority of my battles, actually all of them, I was up-tiered in every single one of them while I was testing this ship out. And that sucks when you're slow as molasses, because all your buddies, all your Scharnhorst and Grashbays and everything else, they've gone off, they've flown, they're out of there. But you're still lugging behind, just trotting along slowly, trying to catch up, and it puts you at a disadvantage, a huge disadvantage. And that's another disadvantage right there, being up-tiered all the time. I'm going to tell you right now, this ship is unique. Like I said, it has a lot of guns. And it's fun, provided that you can get into gun range and you can use those guns. And dispersion's not the best on them, but still, the thing is like a shotgun. Really, anything within 10 kilometers, cruiser-wise or destroyer-wise even, they're done. They're toast. Provided that, you know, they're a similar tier. If you're going up against a higher tier ship, you know, I've had some weird things happen where I fired at a angled cruiser and I thought I was going to wreck them and wound up doing no damage whatsoever. So there is some kind of wonkiness to the guns, and maybe it's because it's 305mm, I don't know. But again, it's a matter of getting into range and actually being able to use those guns. It's going to be the issue. So what do I like about this ship? I told you the cons. Its speed. Its speed is just not that great. And also it's squishy too. I didn't mention that. Against higher tier ships, it takes a beating. It really does. So stock up on those heals, superintendent, things like that. And just focus on your survivability. But she is fun once you get ships into that gun range. Now, I know a lot of people want to compare this to the Nikolai. They don't want to. They just see a Russian battleship with a buttload of guns, and they hope it's the Nikolai. But this ship is not the Nikolai. It's really not, guys. It's just a different type of battleship. If you get ships inside its gun range, 10 kilometers, 11 kilometers, if they're a cruiser, they're done. You can delete them with ease. But getting there is the hard part. If this ship were solely a Tier 5 battleship, meaning you didn't face any Tier 6s or Tier 7s, I wouldn't say this ship would be overpowered, but it would definitely be in its wheelhouse and it'd be a heck of a lot more fun. But that's not the case. When you get up-tiered in this ship, the inadequacies of this ship really come out. And that's where it struggles. Still, we don't know how this ship is going to be given to us. I've heard different things, that it's going to be a reward ship. So if that's the case, you know, hey, a free ship is a free ship. You can't complain about that. And for a free ship, I think the majority of the players are going to be very happy with this ship. However, if you have to buy this ship, tier 5, you know, I don't know that I'd be willing to shell out my hard-to-earn cash, depending on how much she costs. You know, if we're talking under 20 bucks, then yeah, I might do that. 20 bucks for some tier 5 fun, lots of guns, yeah, maybe. But anything more than that, I definitely would not bite, given its speed and its armor squishiness and propensity to be placed up in higher tier battles. So, guys, again, that's just a rough, down and dirty, quick and easy look at the October Revolution. Nothing too in-depth. The longer I play it and the more time I get in this ship, I might give you a more in-depth review. But this is just an FYI for your information, because it is coming at some point. We don't know when yet. And again, all these stats are subject to change. The final version might vary from this very unique and interesting, that's very polite, interesting looking ship. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. I am out.